hear a bing, but I'm assuming we're filming. It's the same routine every day. Drive them down and then just go to brushing them without anything on them. And those colts, they really learn to kind of come up tighter. There's other people here, so they like that, but they want their brushing time, and they look for it, and they're not made. It's something that they want, and it allows me to get around them kind of quick, and they kind of just hang out for it. And this one, because I don't want to call him an unsocial, because he's not. He's just not as inviting as that colt. But here on film, and if you see him here, you wouldn't know that by his behavior, because he likes this, and he likes what's being done to him. So he looks different. It's kind of an illusion, if you would, because they like it so much, that he doesn't look like a colt that would just walk off until you pick up the halter. So hopefully today he doesn't hear that halter jingling and walk off from me, because that's kind of his little. And this way we do this. For one, it has to be done. But for another, he has a choice to stay in or go out. And they choose to stay in. They choose to stay to get their brushing. They like it. That's their reward, I guess, if you would. This is the stuff, that long time stuff that you don't get to see when you go to these clinics, because they're so time consuming that you don't get to see this stuff. But this is the stuff when you'll listen to a clinician say, you gotta go home and handle your horse, or go away after this and handle your horse. You have to spend quality time that isn't in writing. It's the other stuff that ties it all together, the apologetics, if you would, or the invitation to allow to proceed forward. If more people took their time with these, and these colts were handled, so that I can't take all of it myself, but they weren't handled by me. They have a choice. They don't have to stay here with me, but because they didn't know me, but because I choose to approach it in a way that the horse understands and he likes it, and he looks forward to come down here, and he looks forward to this, because see, look at this colt, backs up. Come on, don't stop, he says. Don't stop doing that. That feels good. It allows me to proceed into the parts that, for instance, for this colt can be kind of scary. He says, I'm going to hit you back. I want to hit you back bad. You don't get to hit me back. Okay, so we're not going to spend a lot of time. We spent days just kind of look at him. He says, I want more. Sorry. Now, the thing we haven't done with these guys, I didn't put, we put the halter on, but I haven't snaffled them up yet. And the first time, I can't remember if she said she did it or not, but okay, you do you're eating. The first time's easy. It's the second time that after they thought about it. Now, normally, if somebody's done this, then they think about it, because they shouldn't group away. They don't even know what's going on. And it has to be done so easy. I just want him to hold it. And so this is going to be an adjutant to him because it's something that's not fun right now. It's foreign object. And it takes about 2 or 3 days. And the idea is for the colt just to learn to hold the snaffle. Just to learn to hold it. I don't want to, you know, those old things you want wrinkles. Yes and no. I don't want it too loose to where he gets his tongue underneath it, and there are some horses that kind of like it that way. But I want it enough to where he acts like he's going to throw it out, but then he can't, so he has to learn to hold it and suck it up. And he learns to suck on it. There's one. And here he's still coming in for more. He says, I want more. Now this little guy, normally when he hears the jingling, he's gone, but this is different from the halter. The halter, he says, when the halter comes out, that means he has to go do something. So here we don't have the halter, and he's like curious to wonder what's going on here. So if I can get Mr. You can let me do this. He didn't even move. Normally if we bring the halter out, he walks off because he knows, he associates that with something going on. Something's going to take place. Now mind you, we can't take really control of it because it's not something they're used to having in their mouth. So I can't pull on it per se to direct him. I just have to have him relax so I can get this part done up. There we go. This one has a throat lap where the other one's easier because sit and they're going to gum on that a little bit. I just want them to kind of have free will too, move around a little bit because they're babies. It's like sending a kindergartner to school and then, you know, making them do algebra or something, or telling them to sit down and concentrate on something. They're babies, their focus goes off a lot, and they drift in and drift out, and I take what they give me and I take a hold of that and we make something happen. And then I want them to have, you know, kind of, if you would, recess time, kind of be able to fade and socialize a little bit. Because you can see this colt, he's going to come into me and he's going to say, oh, I want some more. So, or whatever. I want to be petted, or I like what you're doing, and he just comes back. And those are good. Those are good things because that means that what I'm doing is right, if he accepts it. And he's the one that has the personality that's a little more non-approaching, if you would, not in your pocket like the bigger colt. But he likes me, so he comes in a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and put, oh, this is the big, this is the little guy. Oh, look at, he didn't walk off. Yeah, he didn't walk off. He is. That's good. That means I'm doing my job right. He normally hears that halter and just walks away. And this is the first day he hasn't done that. So that's cool. I almost mistaken him for his brother. So I have something now I can direct him on.